Hello everyone, my name is Jordan. I am the owner of EA Gymnastics over here in Norwich, and you guys are going to be joining our club soon. So welcome aboard. Again, I'm Jordan. We're going to have lots of new faces and new coaches over at Dereham and lots of new children and things like that. But you'll be a satellite to this amazing facility here, which you will get lots of benefits from. Just a few things as we go, just to get a quick introduction in there. The class structures that we have, we go all the way from preschool all the way up to elite level training on site here in Norwich. So our preschool classes, they're 45 minutes long. Our beginner classes, we get 3 pieces of apparatus done in each session, and that is a total of 50 minutes long. And then there'll be kind of like a 10-minute swap over period where we can come out and talk to you guys as parents and talk about the progression of the children and things like that as well. We will also have intermediate sessions over in Dereham too, so they'll be 1 hour and 20 minutes long. There is going to be some set criteria to get into those intermediate classes, but don't worry, I know loads of you have done lots of training before. I'll go through a little bit more detail in what that means in a second. But we also, over here on site in Norwich, we also have advanced and elite training as well. Those classes are 2 hours long. But on top of that, you've probably already seen that we do holiday camps and things like that over the summer, over school half terms, on top of our normal training. So for example, to go from a beginner class, beginners are usually reception to year 4, school age wise, and those children are working on their forward rolls, their backward rolls, their handstands, their cartwheels and things like that. Now if the children do have a nice bridge and they can hold a decent handstand sort of up against the wall and things like that, and they can do a 2-handed or 1-handed cartwheel, they'll then be invited into our intermediate class. If they are a step ahead and they can do things like a bridge with a kickover and things like that, they'll be invited into our advanced classes over here in Norwich, our 2-hour classes instead. So lots of things to go through. I'll try and make it as quickly as possible. Now, as I understand it, you guys don't go through the summer holidays, you don't go through school holidays and things like that, but we do here. We go through as normal. For example, we've got a couple of gymnasts that are off for the whole of August. So what we've done is we've made sure that they can have a couple of double up weeks where they come along twice, sometimes 3 times in those weeks before they go away all month, so they can get a bit of extra training in there before they have a whole month off. It's just something that we do, it's something that is quite flexible for you guys as parents as well, so you can still go away and enjoy the summer, but making sure you get your money's worth when your children are training with us at the club. We do have some closures, so at the end of the summer we are closed usually for the last week of August, first week of September. That's where you guys are going to be starting, week beginning sort of 6th or 7th of September. So there's 2 weeks in summer. We've got 2 weeks that are usual in winter as well over the Christmas break, and then also 1 week which is going to be around, it kind of hugs the Easter weekend, a couple of days before Easter weekend, a couple of days after as well. So that's a week around April time too. So those closures, they are the only times that we are closed. We don't like to cancel any classes. We don't like to do anything like that. We've got a big team here in Norwich that can all fill in for each other, so that we don't really have to cancel anything at all. So after kind of 2 years of running, we've only really stopped 1 day because of a massive flood, but we managed to get that all sorted. But yeah, all good. So moving on with our badges, I know you guys sometimes use the Rise and British Gymnastics badges award schemes. With those categories of classes, they don't sort of fit into what we do and how we coach our gymnastics skills. So our badges, they are completely EA, and they are tied into what type of class your child is in. So if they're in preschool, we do have a set syllabus of preschool badges, and it ties directly into what they are training inside their sessions, all the way through to advanced and elite as well. So lots of badges. We do those 4 times each year, and in a couple of weeks, so we do testing for 2 weeks just in case somebody misses a class or something like that, and then the follow-up week will be a viewing week where you guys can come in and we showcase the gymnasts all stood in a line getting their awards and their badges too. Moving on, the badges, they are compulsory. We do those for everyone. They showcase their progression. They make the children feel like they're moving up, and that they're training. Not only can they go off and show off the skills at school and things like that they're learning, but they are also getting awards for their progression and their attendance as well. but our competitions too. I'm not too sure about how you guys got up to some competitions in the past. You'll have to let me know if you've ever competed before. But our competitions, they are completely optional. You don't have to do them, but we have 2 in-house every year over here in Norwich, and then we have 2 external as well. And those competitions are for all levels, all abilities. So the external ones, they're usually in lower soft, so a little bit of a drive, but they are our grades. Now our grades aren't like badges, our grades are something different. They still tie into the classes quite well, but they will be judged and they will have like a merit, a pass or a distinction in those grades, and they can move up the grade boundaries if they do want to go down that route and compete. If they don't, that's not a problem. I know a lot of gymnasts, they like to just go to school and they show it off in front of their friends, and that's kind of the kick they get out of the sport. That was definitely me. I came from parkour, so I got a lot out of it from doing things like that. But when it comes to other competitions, yeah, they're completely optional. You don't have to do them, but they are a great way to show off some skills and a great way to get involved and a great way to also get some merch as well, because we also give those out for our comps. The other thing as well, I don't believe you guys are Ofsted registered just yet. I'm going to be working hard over the summer to make sure that is the case, because you guys will, as parents, get a lot of benefits from that. So not only can Universal Credit cover some of the costs, there's also the tax-free childcare system that gives you 20% off your fees as well. You can pay through that. You can also, if some of you are students, that's 85% the government will cover of your fees if you guys as parents are students too. There's also salary sacrifice schemes if you're on the upper end of the salary spectrum, where you can take the gym fees out of your salary before you get taxed, so it's very tax efficient. But yeah, there's a lot of benefits with being Ofsted registered, but I'll give you some more details with that as and when that comes across. The other thing that we do as well is parent progress calls. So a lot of people have always given us feedback of, oh, you know what, we can kind of only see 4 times a year. We just want a couple of extra calls here and there, so we can actually have a bit of a parents meeting, discuss what they can work on at home, discuss what they're getting up to inside the gym, how their behaviour is, what they get, anything and everything, you know. So we always have an available coach. It's sometimes going to be me, could be one of the coaches that are also at Dereham, that will be able to do the parent progress calls as well. So we'll be able to FaceTime you guys, have a chat with you for 15 minutes, let you guys know how they're getting on. We can do those up to twice a year, and they're completely included in the monthly fees. So yeah, make some good use for those as well. There's a lot of the videos that we do. I will do a lot of videos. They will typically be based here, but what you will see here is what they will be doing in Dereham as well. The equipment might be slightly different. We're getting a lot of new equipment for Dereham. I'm very excited. So I'm going to have to go travelling across the country to go pick up a load more stuff over this summer. But there's going to be so much stuff that you guys will get as extra to use to train with. It's going to help us coach you guys, help you guys stay interested and be more interactive in the sessions. But yeah, lots of stuff for your back handsprings, your walkovers, your cartwheels, all of this kind of bits going on. Now that's really not the best part for you parents. If you basically you will get September for free if you book on during September. So as long as you're booked on after the viewing week and things like that, you will get September for free, and then your monthly payments will start in October. So hopefully that gives you an extra kick out of it as well. But yeah, it's just something that I want to do for you guys. I know that there's a lot of gymnasts, both old and new, from the Dereham Leisure Centre Gymnastics that want to come along, want to try it out, and the first session's always free anyway. But after that, going from there, September is completely on me. All right. So if you got any other questions, just let me know. But I'll speak to you guys soon.